coding side of things was great for me. So since I had no experience at all, so whatever I was taught, in the Python lectures, etc., was all great, and I was appreciative of. You had these we had these sort of extra, I forgot what they're called, but these you can say tutorial lectures in the middle of the week just to help with the coding side. So that was useful. I think we covered everything. Introduced a lot of new topics. I'm still sort of I'm still learning, and it's almost like the EPAT has showed me how deep the well is, and you're supposed to sort of learn how to swim. So yeah. Hi guys, my name is Siddharth Bhatia. I live in Dubai, UAE. I am originally from India. I have moved from Bombay, so I moved about you can say almost 11 years back from Bombay to Dubai. I work. I have my own small trading firm over here, and I basically have been working in the trading industry and the investments in trading industry in the UAE for almost the entire time I've been here. And likes and hobbies, if I'm honest, I really, really like just, I don't want to say trading because that's my job. I do love my job, but I'm interested in the markets, learning how they work, figuring stuff out in terms of different types of investment strategies, and just overall gaining knowledge on the entire investment space is something that really does excite me and it challenges me. So that's one of my main hobbies. It's been long and slow. So obviously my BA was about in my mid 20s, which is almost about 15 years back. That's how old I am. But yeah, my BA was obviously just everyone needs a graduation is one of those old sort of Indian adages. So the problem is that I didn't really, if I'm just being honest here, I didn't really. I did a BA because I had to, and it's kind of required. And also in the job market here in the UAE, you need a graduation certificate. So that's why I did my BA. But then after that, my CFA is what I really, this the professional certification, Chartered Financial Analyst is, I got that in 2012. Now that is what I was really interested in because I wanted to, obviously expand my employability and my knowledge. It was both. And after that, I spent some time in the industry, and I actually saw how algorithmic trading and just overall basically the introduction and the involvement of algorithms and coding in our industry, in the trading industry, I saw it develop because I've been doing this for almost about 12 years now. So I saw how more and more, if you can say, job offers and requirements being posted, and just overall the news and just the whole content was more and more geared towards coding and electronic trading, which I didn't know. So that's why about you can say 2012 now, about 8 years later, I decided to do the EPAT because I said I need to update my skills. I need to be relevant, and I don't want to be a dinosaur. So that's pretty much why I decided to go. It was a challenge for me because I had no prior knowledge or anything about the coding side of things, but I had to do it because I saw it as necessary to be, up to date with the way the industry is going. So that's why I decided to do my EPAT. So the EPAT, obviously, there's a coding side to it. There's lots of coding, and we learn Python and stuff. So that side, I actually did not know anything, and I'll be honest, it was new for me, and I was prepared to take a deep dive because I sort of mentally decided that I don't know anything about coding, so I need to learn. So I took that as a challenge. But the CFA, at least for me personally, taught me about the financial side of things. So, and plus my job, and I've been working in the industry. So, luckily, I do have the experience of how the financial industry works, and I've seen a couple of crashes in the market, etc., etc. So that side, just because of my CFA and my job, it did help me out. And yes, it did help me in the EPAT. So those sort of modules were easier for me. That is true. To be honest with you, I didn't have any specific tangible, I mean, for me, I didn't. So I'm just sharing my story. So I didn't do EPAD looking for a job. For me, I did EPAD because I wanted to update my skills and apply it in my own trading business. So that it's a kind of, to measure that goal, I can say yes, because I've definitely not yet gone live, but we're developing some algorithms. In fact, I can share that we're developing 3 algorithms, and these are something that definitely I've learned. So I am not coding it completely myself, but at least now because of EPAT, I know exactly what I'm about. So I'm working with the team, and we're really progressing on that front. So yes, I definitely have sort of achieved that because of just the EPAT. And before doing the EPAT, I didn't even know that these sort of technologies were possible. And more than that, I didn't know how. Like for example, before EPAT, I thought that algorithmic trading and building your own software, etc., was extremely expensive, and there was no way a small trader like me could do it. But then EPAT showed me that it is possible, and these are the languages used, and etc. So that side, yes. So it showed me what is possible, and we're already doing work towards it. So hopefully, very soon we'll be going live with some of my bots and stuff like that. So yeah. So the thing is, the weekend lectures were good. That is, for me, it works. So Saturday, Sunday, markets are shut, and it's always I always have free times on the weekend. So at least the lectures were kind of easy to fit in schedule. There was no problem in that. Yeah, since they are Saturday, Sunday, it's kind of silly to say, but then you have to sort of plan your holidays around them. No more sort of weekend trips, etc. Whatever, for the small things, but you have to keep that in mind. And yeah, assignments, yes, you have to take time out. So for me, I would sort of do the assignment before the markets. So I'm active in the US markets, thankfully. So the day is kind of, and during the day, I have some, consulting work and other stuff that I keep doing, as you mentioned. So yes, I had to take time out because, at least the coding assignments for me, since I didn't have experience in coding and coding is new for me. Yes, I did have to take time out, especially initially. I would sort of get most of it wrong, and I, was one of the guys who would keep emailing your support team, and you do need to sort of go on the internet and check some videos and just see what's going on and re-see the recorded webinars, etc. So I found the assignments side of it actually time consuming, and you have to give that time. That's the only way you learn, because you need practice. If I'm honest, the coding is one of those things that you just can't see, for example, the webinar and memorize it. It doesn't work like that. You have to sit and put the hours in, and so I had to do that during the weekdays or whenever I found time. So yeah, not easy, but worth the effort. The key takeaway would be that algorithmic trading is now accessible to pretty much everyone. And if you, for someone with my profile, now I can comment on my profile, because someone who knows finance, who's in the industry, it's great, because it kind of gives you almost a complete view of how the industry works, because you get the coding side of it. You understand how, for example, if you have to hire some traders, you'll know what they'll be doing. And at the same time, you'll, if you want to apply some of your own strategies, etc., you'll kind of get an idea of whether this is possible, how much it's going to cost you to deploy, stuff like that. So yeah, the accessibility and how possible it is these days to use algorithmic trading. So that's my key takeaway. Okay, the coding side of things was great for me. So since I had no experience at all, so whatever I was taught, in the Python lectures, etc., was all great, and I was appreciative of. You had these, we had these sort of extra, I forgot what they're called, but these, you can say, tutorial lectures in the middle of the week just to help with the coding side. So that was useful. So I can just say that maybe we could have had more of those, because towards the end of the course, the coding did get, it's an involved course, which is a good thing. This is actually good feedback, because it's not like we just covered some topic top. We go deep in. So we should have had some more and more tutorial lectures throughout the course, right towards the end of all the, the machine learning and stuff like that, because it just helps for someone who wants to really go deep. The more sort of tutorial lectures in the middle would have been helpful. But otherwise, it was great. I think we covered everything, introduced a lot of new topics. I'm still sort of, I'm still, learning, and it's almost like the EPAD has shown me how deep the well is, and you're supposed to sort of learn how to swim. I think the placements is definitely very interesting. It's for someone who's actually looking for a job. I can say that I've got at least, if not 15, maybe 12 to 18 emails have already come in just the past 6 months on job placements. All legit one, very good. So if I was looking for a job, I would be banging that hard. So I'm appreciative of that, and just to share that I'm actually going to be contacting these guys and trying to maybe next year once my bots go live and I'm expanding my business, I will be using that and hiring some of my own colleagues. So I'm very I like the that placement thing is great. And if I just may add one more, I'm appreciative of some of the faculty like Ernest Chan. I know exactly who he is. I read his book before, and even I think the faculty was great. They definitely were, because and they were, you could tell that these guys, they were proper traders, and even some of them who had not heard of, but I just sat for the lecture. I was appreciative of the professionality and the level they were. That was great. So the quant knowledge is great. You have to get the market knowledge in terms of any aspiring quant. Today's day and age, you can get a demo account or a paper trading account with almost any broker. Open that out. Just apply. Just go. Especially if it's a demo account. If you have like 5-6 trading ideas, just code it up and put it in, even if it's not complete, and just watch it day by day, because you need to experience the PNL on a day by day basis. You need to see the drawdowns, because there's no amount of, you can do all the courses in the world, you can get all the coding, you can be a Python champ, you can be 100 CFAs, but you need to know how to deal with a 10% drawdown. Now that only comes with experience. So I think the superpower is, if you're a quant, I'm not a very good quant, I'll be honest, for me it's new, but someone who's a CS student and has all the great quant knowledge in the world, and is a young guy, he's like in his early 20s. Just the markets right now are absolutely very interesting. They're great times to learn. So if you have some strategies and you're a quant, apply them. Do something. Do some sort of paper trading. Do anything. If you have some cash, open a very small account. Trade one share, whatever, one lot. But just get involved in the markets, because you need that experience of dealing with the PNL. That PNL, no one can teach you how to deal with PNL. So as soon as you start that, the better.